master. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Right there. Go. Go. There goes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a first down throw, Moon. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
At the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Come on, 18 game. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Moon to throw. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points. Touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and an alley to run. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Taylor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
To throw, Moon. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think... Doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh. 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Taylor. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Moon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
First down, Buccaneers.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Moon. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jack touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Moon. Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
Let's go.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch the twist.
Back to throw. Moon. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Bravo!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we
Ball
go.
up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They run with Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
58, come on. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Ready?
Second and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On third down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Out of the gun, it's Moon. His throw incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, here's Moon. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Mike 19, Mike 19. You.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun. Moon. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Moon. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kelvin Harmon, 34 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready.
Now let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
30 base.
53 flat. Night, sweetheart.
Great team, spell. Take 4. Get it.
On first down, Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
2nd and 4. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
General West.
53 at the mark.
Watch the slant.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Moon. Catch made by Slayton. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moon. And an alley to run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 outlaw.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moon, throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Moon. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike, push it. 15. He's coming. He's coming. Check in. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. Finding some room at midfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Buccaneer 1st down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Moon. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. E.T.S and Wosu got the sack there.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Under crunch. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Moon. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go again. Watch it.
On 4th down, Moon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 36-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Pick me up. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Moon to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Darius Slayton, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Back to throw. Moon. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go. Sponge. No. You draw quarters. Back. Big trip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch his flag. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
To throw, Moon. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down throw. Moon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Boom. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They give to Taylor. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Just like that. X3, 218, chop.
Here's Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ready?
He is taken down at the 22.
53. Ready?
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the prep.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
It's our time. It's our time. Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They come up in an offset eye. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Keep getting busy.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for two, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And